like to introduce you. Good morning. Good morning. How's life treating you? All right. I would like to introduce to you two friends of mine. Two gentlemen who I have worked officially with and educated with and just been friends with, who I both admire and respect. And I would like for them to speak to you this morning and give them the opportunity to talk to you. First of all, Mr. Bill Brogan. Bill has been in St. Petersburg in the 70s, band was here, and they won the parade and blew everybody's doors in. Mr. Jeff Earnshaw. Jeff is the band director at West Genesee High School. And it's like if West Genesee goes and we don't come. These gentlemen have a very difficult job this morning, and we have to get through it as best as possible. And I want to tell you, these two gentlemen were truly educated last night. And but tell them how much you love the show.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that very much, and I appreciate you all so much. I think it's such a delight, such a thrill, first of all, to have you in St. Pete. I've been coming since '69, and I've had my band here 3 times, and Jeff's had his band here, I think, 3 times, and so it's really like old home week when we come back and so forth. And last night, we want to tell you first of all how much we really enjoyed your show. It was just a tremendous show. We've seen your band, we've competed against your band, and we just know what a band. In fact, I've even come over all the way to Wilkesboro and judged over there in the mountains and one of your contests and. So, so anyway, the reason we're here this morning is last night, following the contest, Mike came over and we sat down and had a little chat and didn't understand a couple of things about the judging sheet. So we said, no problem. This year I was coordinator of judges, and so we decided to go over the entire sheets and find out if there were any discrepancies and so forth. And the good news, first of all, is there was a discrepancy last night. And in your all's case, what happened? We're not going to come up and say that there was we can't say the people in the office did it, or there was a tabulating error, or anything of this nature. But what happened was this. The judge in one category, which happened to be playing last night, had all the scores written down, and when he transcribed them from his main score sheet over to the sheets that you all received, ended up with a 23.5 for your score. Well, in looking at the situation last night, it also came up that another band had an identical 23.5. Well, we found out after doing some checking last night that your all should have been 31.5. Well, in the overall total and tabulating everything and averaging everything out, the only thing that did is moved you from 4th place to 3rd place last night. Yeah! First of all, our main concern is you all. And this is the thing that we all thrive on. I've taught 27 years myself, and Jeff has already been teaching a lot of years. And the reason that we spend all this time teaching is for people like you. And this has been our lives all the way through, and will continue to. And when we found out that there had been a mix-up, and the reason it wasn't noticed, I went over every judge's score last night with every judge. Then I sat down with the tabulators, and we had 2 CPAs to do our tabulating. And we went over the entire thing with them. and everything tallied out exactly right. So we said, no problem. Down deep in our hearts, both Jeff and I and some of the other judges couldn't understand why the outcome came out like it did. But being here before and having our bands here before, sometimes we couldn't understand some of those outcomes either, you know. But we found out that there wasn't any mistakes there. But we found out that last night that due to transposing the numbers from one sheet to another, that's what happened. Okay? Now, we are in the process here this morning of going to another band, and I don't think we'll probably get as good a reception as we did from you all. But nevertheless, we wanted to make sure that what was done and what was changed, that was for your benefit. And this is one of the type of things that we thrive on here, as I say, at the festival, and we want to make sure that justice is being done all the way through. And instead of you all being down last night from .69, and I don't know whether Mr. Matheny went over that with you or not, but you all were down .69 over out of third place into fourth place, then it moves you up now about a 2.6 above fourth place and puts you in third. So there's no problem with that. Now, we unfortunately don't have a plaque or the plaque to give you right now, but you will have one before you go home. And I think, if Mr. Matheny can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that your local newspaper already knows this information.
That's correct.
And it will be published to the, I think it's Friday's edition, maybe Thursday's edition, which is today. So everybody at home will know. The only bad thing about it, it was not publicized last night, okay? But down deep, we know, first of all, you all are the most important people, and you all are the ones that need to know this morning. And other than that, all I can say is, again, welcome to St. Pete. We're sorry that we have human beings that tabulate. I know that none of you all have ever made a mistake before. But that's one of those things that happens, and we are doing everything we can to rectify the situation. And we're just so thrilled to have you here, and we're just so thrilled to give you this kind of news this morning. And Jeff, you got anything you'd like to add to the comments?
You said everything I was going to say.
Okay.
Gentlemen, if I could give you this, I don't think you want to wear this morning until after you get through the next job.